Hey, the Minstrel here, and today, as promised, I am finishing the design of the character on my profile image. So, I start by doing some turnarounds of her bust, simply because I want to make sure I understand how her hairdo works. Uh, well, it basically starts with one big braid at the top and it separates into two at the back. So I just wanted to have it drawn somewhere so I would remember in the future. So yeah, I start with the base from my profile picture without the background. I trace some lines to be sure I have the same proportions. And I start with the profile, and then I will do some back view to really see the hairdo. Uh, I don't add much details to this because I just want to have some drawn proof of what I had in mind, but it's not gonna be some finished images. I will draw one later in the video, but first I wanted to make sure I knew what I was gonna draw and what she looked like from different angles. Now that I have her head and hairdo in mind, I start to design an outfit for her. I actually thought a little about it before starting this video because I had truly no idea what I was gonna do. But I decided that I was gonna give her some armor and that she was gonna be a warrior, a demon warrior, kind of a dark Valkyrie. Don't know how to pronounce that, but well, the some deity of the Norse mythology. So yeah, and she's gonna be a sexy warrior because why not? Um, yeah, here's the sketch of her outfit, and I decided I was gonna give her some twin daggers because that's like my favorite weapons, and yeah, if she's a warrior, she needs to have weapons to fight. I guess I will give her some magic powers as well, but yeah, she'll fight with daggers and possibly magical daggers because I don't feel like drawing shields, like scabbards or whatever. And yeah, so she's just gonna summon them out of thin air. And now I'm drawing her body in the pose I imagined. So this is quite a complex pose that I never drew before, with some 3/4 back view on the body and a front 3/4 view for the face, looking back at us. And yeah, I never did this before, and I just wanted some cool action pose, so I did it anyway, even though I have no experience in drawing cool battle poses. But I think it turned out alright. And once I have the body and the limbs in place, I draw the details, the face. I always struggle to draw the chin in 3/4, so I always tend to change it after a while. And yeah, the thing that's not really easy with this pose is that the face is tilted, like it's looking back at us, but the chin is not at the bottom of the picture, facing the bottom of the picture. So I had to tilt my screen, my canvas more like it, to be able to draw it normally. So I am drawing in her armor and looking back at the reference I did earlier. And yeah, I'm glad I drew it before so I'll know what it looks like. And I mean, with a complex pose like this, you don't have all the details. So if I had only drew this, I wouldn't be able to remember exactly what her armor looks like. Now I'm onto the line art, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm a bit of a masochist because I never really refine my sketches. So I sometimes have to improvise with my line art, like I don't know exactly what I'm drawing, and yeah, that's a bit down of me, but I still do it. Well, I always start with the face, and that's like my favorite place to draw, thing to draw more. Um, and I didn't know what I was doing with her nose, but yeah, I got it in place. Little mouth, eyebrows, and I didn't forget the little star on her brow. So I'm glad. mm, I don't remember ever drawing horns in 3/4 view. I mean, I might have, but I must have struggled to. And well, I have a habit of never looking up references, so I have no idea what I'm drawing. So yeah, I always tweak it a little bit until I find the shape I want. I decided to draw her full body first and to draw the hair later because I knew the hair wouldn't be at the exact place where I drew the sketch, so I had to make sure everything beneath it would be drawn. So I would just erase the parts where the braids would overlap. Now you can see me struggling drawing a hand with a sword, well, a dagger. Uh, I just couldn't really align the gods and the blade, and with the hand. I mean, I started drawing the hand, which was not the best idea. So I decided to just draw the sword and redraw the hands around it, and that was easier. Then I drew some armor piece on top of the hand to basically hide the hand, but I had already planned it, so yeah, it's only half an excuse. And you know what? Drawing Hip's plate in 3/4 view is not easy. I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, if this piece is not fully accurate, don't blame me. It's just supposed to look cool. Yeah, for the other dagger, I started drawing the blade with parallel lines. Then I realized that it should be foreshortened because of the perspective, so I redrew it with my sketch lines. But well, it looked more accurate at least. And yeah, I removed the foot. I don't draw the bottom of the picture because I want to add some fog at the bottoms to hide. What? Yes, to hide feet because I don't know how to draw feet, especially not from this angle. So I'll add fog to the bottom of the picture. And now I'm off to drawing some more braids. I start by drawing the lines for the movement I want to put to the braids, and then I draw the braids around it. And well, I lower the opacity of the rest of my line art to make sure I can see exactly where I'm drawing the braids. And that takes some time. I took more than 10 minutes to draw the braids, and yeah, it actually took me 10 minutes to figure out the hand to use, so yeah. Besides, I was getting pretty tired by this point, so I was kind of giving up on details and doing it the fastest possible so I would be done drawing. And well, that said, I could have done something much better with this picture, I feel, especially in the finishings at the end. But it's still pretty cool, so that's okay. Now I start to fill everything with the base colors, and I go take them from the other picture I drew of her to be sure I have the exact same colors. and I knew I was gonna have to add some new colors to her design for her outfit. But I wasn't sure exactly which colors I wanted, and I decided I was just gonna add some gray and make it look like metal. So the main color is still purple with some gold accents and some silver. Coloring the braids actually took a long time. It's like so many little spaces and I can't get out of line. Now I'm adding the gold accents where I feel they are needed, I guess. And I said I was gonna put two, gray tones, and I made sure to not have them overlap. I mean, I didn't want an area with light gray to be next to another area with light gray. So, yeah, I tried my best to alternate them. And then another color I added, well, it's the same as the gold accents, but a different shade. To add some leather to her outfit, like a leather belt and some boots. And finally, I'm coloring the swords with some very light yellow that looks almost white. So they are very bright. And now that I'm done with the basic colors, I start adding the details to the face, which is always my favorite part. I mean, I also really like sketching, but yeah, I like shading and adding little details and coloring the eyes. I actually needed to go back to the original pictures a few times to remember exactly where I placed all the dots on the face. But yeah, I almost got it all right from the beginning, but I missed a few. And now I am adding the shadows. If I was a little less tired, I would have done some cool lighting stuff, like some backlights or a strong light source. But yeah, I didn't feel like it. I just wanted to finish the drawing, uh, which in the end still took me 2 hours. So that's still a lot of work. Yeah, I did some pretty simple shading with my new shading technique. And my goal was just to put some contrast and have some darker areas and lighter areas in every zone of color. And yeah, I didn't forget the chain either on the ear. And there was just every 5 minutes reminding myself, think about drawing the chain, you kind of forget it. And I didn't, so I'm proud of myself. I don't know how to shade metal, so I kinda improvised. And well, I'm not sure it looked like metal anyway, but I think I did just fine with the leather. But I had drawn leather before, not as much metal, so I guess I do have an excuse. And now I am finally adding the fog I talked about earlier to hide the missing feet. I actually make it a lot darker after, but I wasn't sure which color I wanted. I had some gold stars in the back that I blur out some bubbles to add the contrast between the purple and the yellow. There I am darkening the fog, blurring everything out. And now I add some dark purple shadows over everything and I just erase it around the face and the swoods so they truly pop. And now the final touches, I add some highlights to the eyes, the mouth, cheeks, ear, the hair, and all the golden bits around the picture and the swords. In the middle, armor. Yeah, I like adding a lot of highlights, little bits of highlights, and it brings the picture to life, I think. And now I add the little gold decorations in her hair, which adds some more contrast. My little signature, and then I almost forgot I wanted to add a star to her shoulder piece, but I remembered at the very end. And here is the finished piece. I hope you enjoyed watching me drawing her fully. I actually forgot to mention her name. I want her to be called Amethyst. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment and see you in my next video.